Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. So many of the Pampered Wolf Pack based in the USA have been asking me to review this brand for such a long time, like well over a year. And they've been constantly asking me, why are you never mentioning this brand on your channel? It's super affordable and it is fabulous. Well, I've never been mentioning this brand on my channel because it's not been available in the UK until now. Physicians Formula is now available on feelunique.com. So if you are in the UK, this is where you can get it from, and it is the only place you can get it from unless you spend an absolute fortune in import taxes and get it from the USA. These are all the products that I have bought to try out today. Quite a few products to try out. I don't have any brow products because they were all sold out on the website, and I don't have any mascara to try out today because there were so many available. It was just rather overwhelming and I didn't know which one to pick, and I knew if I picked one it would be the wrong one. So which one do you think is the best mascara from Physicians Formula? Do let me know in the comment section below. I will go out and buy it and then I will try it in a different video, but it won't be today. So let's get some of this on. I'm not going to mention any of the prices in this video. I will link everything that I've used and the prices and how much product you actually get in the description box below. Okay, so let's get some of these on. I haven't even swatched these, so I have no idea how they're going to apply, but I'm really excited to find out. I'm going to go straight into this shade here and use this as a transition shade, as well as this shade here as well, and then it will be a shame not to use both of these vibrant shades as they are available in the palette and they are a little bit out of my comfort zone. I usually do stick to the neutrals, so we're going to be using both of these today to see what we can create. I'm going to create more of a smoky eye look today. Now, considering this is a really pale shade, that already has a little bit of pigment in there, which I'm really pleased about. Really pretty and easy to blend. It's not going patchy. Happy, 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 happy camper. Now, as you can see, I'm keeping this quite high up. It's actually above the crease, just to get a little bit more colour closer to the brow bone. And then I'm going to deepen that up with the darker brown shade, the more mustardy brown. Let's go into that now. Do you know what? These are really quite nicely pigmented. Pleasantly surprised. Then I'm going to go in with a bit more of a packing brush. This is the 01 brush from Reaper, I think, Reaper. These definitely are very buttery and quite thick shadows, which I really like. But they are a little on the patchy side. Does tend to emphasize the texture on my eyelids a little bit, this one, which is because it's clinging to certain areas and it's not clinging to others. It's not as smooth, but it's a beautiful shade and the pigment is definitely there. Really, really lovely colour. I'm actually going to take a little bit of the orange, don't get scared. I'm going to take, they've got this bright orange here and I'm just going to blend it in a little bit. I love orange and purple together. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm going to take the tiniest amount and just put that above and in the crease. I just think that really sets it off nicely. Super pigmented, that shade, really like it. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave eyeshadow for the moment. I am going to come back to it once I've done primer, foundation and concealer, so I can do that bottom lash line with that beautiful metallic blue colour. Keep all fingers crossed that it will look nice by the end of this video. So let's move straight into primer. This is the Spotlight Illuminating Primer. You can use this just where you want a little bit of highlight underneath foundation or above foundation, or you can use this all over the face, and hey, let's go all out. We're going to use it all over the face. Wow. Okay, this may be an error, but we're just going to go for it. Oh my goodness. Now, one of my very early videos was me putting a highlighter all over my face before foundation, and I ended up looking like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. It was not a pretty look. But this sort of application is really in at the moment with the release of all the Huda products, and also, well, Charlotte Tilbury's been doing this for a really long time, where she's put in more illuminating products underneath a foundation just to give it that little bit of extra lift. I'm not going to lie, I look like a grease ball at the moment. Okay, maybe I should have done this on half of my face. Okay, so I am getting a little bit of deja vu. This is not looking pleasant. I definitely wouldn't go out just looking like this. But this does have tiny little particles of sparkle in here. If you're not one for sparkles, this is not going to be a product for you. You might decide to just put it on the high points of your cheekbones or anywhere you want a little bit of highlight underneath foundation. I'm going to also be trying this over the top of foundation just to see what it looks like. We're going to go all out. Why not? It does have a scent to it, by the way. It's more of a perfumey scent, which I don't find really off-putting, but there definitely is a scent in there. So if you are sensitive to anything with a perfume in, you're not going to like that product. Let's go straight in with the foundation. I actually have gone for the shade LN3, which is their light neutral colour. This smells like coffee. Now, I'm not sure whether this is actually scented, because why on earth would you choose to make a product smell like coffee? But it really does smell like those coffee chocolates you get at Christmas that everybody else leaves in the bottom of the tub, but I really, really like, so I love it. I go around everybody's houses stealing all their coffee sweets. But I don't think I really want my face smelling of it anyway. I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand and go in with my Revolution 230 Pro Brush. I have no idea why this is not available to order at the moment. I don't know if they've discontinued it, but they've only just released it, so that would be really, really surprising to me if it has been discontinued already. But I love this brush. I think this is quite a good shade for me as well. I think in the winter I would probably be in the F category, so the fair category rather than the light category, but at the moment we are in midsummer, so this is a pretty good shade match for me. Quite liking that. So on first application, I am really liking the texture and the coverage of this foundation. It's beautiful, really beautiful, really natural looking. Now I meant to try half of my face with a sponge. I have the sponge here ready, but I forgot, I'm sorry. This is definitely the right shade for me at the moment. Absolutely fantastic shade match, and I ordered it online. Whoop whoop, go me. See, this hardly needs any work whatsoever, and it's done such a beautiful job. Really, really like that. Let's move on to the Concealer Twins. I'm going to go in with the more yellowy side. Wow, that is like a canary yellow colour. We're going to go with it. Wow. Okay. I've been sent a couple of brushes from IT Cosmetics. Thank you very much, IT Cosmetics. And these are beautiful brushes. If you can stretch to the amount that they cost, highly recommend. Now I've only put the yellow where I need it. Wherever there is a little bit of purpley blue coming through the skin, that's where I've put it. You don't want to put it all over. That's really good pigment. Seriously good pigment. And it's just sank into the skin nicely. Shocked. Okay, let's just go into the actual concealer. Just put a few dots on there and blend that out. I'm gonna need a couple there as well where I've got a bit of fallout where it needs to be covered over. Go back in with my IT Cosmetics brush. I'm not quite sure what this is. It's the number 7 brush, so you've got an all over brush on the end and then a concealer brush underneath. Great idea. This brush has been around for a really long time, but IT Cosmetics actually contacted me about a week ago to ask if they could send me some stuff. I didn't ask for anything, they just sent me a few items to try out, and some of the brushes were in there, and the brushes are fabulous. My goodness, that is fantastic. Where has this been all my life? That is really good. That will rival any high-end concealer. Now, I've no idea whether this is going to crease throughout the day yet, so maybe I'm speaking too soon, but I really like that. I'm lost for words. I'm never lost for words. And I'm actually not lost for words because I'm actually saying the words. I'm lost for words, but I actually am lost for words, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's go into the Physicians Formula Healthy Powder. I've got a feeling this is going to add a little bit more coverage, which I don't feel like I need with this foundation. It's just a beautiful, beautiful coverage. I really do wish that I'd tried it without the Spotlight Primer because I do look a little bit shiny and glittery, but I will try that another day. I actually didn't think that this came with a mirror, but it actually does. If you flip it up, it's got a mirror there, which is absolutely great. It also comes with a little sponge, which I am not going to use, but you will get more coverage using the sponge if you're going to be using this as a foundation rather than as just a little bit of extra coverage. I'm going to use my Bare Minerals Precision Face Brush because I can get a really light coverage with this. It's a very, very powdery product. There is a lot of kickback in the pan. So I'm just going to knock a little bit of that off on the brush and just place this in the areas that I want. Now I've already noticed that underneath my eyes is seriously creased and emphasized every single wrinkle that I've got underneath there, which is a real shame. So I am going to have to set this in place. It's not going to be one of those concealers that you can just leave. And I absolutely loved it when I first put it on, and it's been about 30 seconds and it's all creased already. So I'm going to set that in place. I'll try with this powder as well. So let's just pop a little bit on. Oh, this is nice. A really nice powder. So when I first put the concealer on, it looked absolutely amazing, but this is probably not going to be a concealer that I use over and over again, just because it really just doesn't set by itself. And obviously when you add quite a bit of powder over the top, it is going to emphasize those wrinkles just a little bit. It still looks decent, really, really nice, but I was absolutely wowed when I first put it on, and now I am a little bit disappointed. I will keep trying this out until I master it because I am stubborn like that, and I will let you know how I get on. Okay, let's move on to the under eyes, where we're going to do a little bit of the blue eyeshadow. Get a little bit of that underneath. Now this isn't as pigmented as the purple shadow. If you don't have a tiny brush, you can always use a Q-tip or a cotton bud. This is coming out a little bit grayer than it is in the pan, but I like the overall look anyway. It's really pretty. I don't have mascara or brow products, so I'm going to go off camera, do those, and I'll be right back to try out the rest of the products. Okay, so I'm back, and if you're wondering, I've got the Urban Decay Brow Blade and Brow Finish on my brows, which are my favourite products to use on my brows at the moment, and on my lashes, I've got the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara in Super Black. If you don't like a mascara with a really bushy applicator, you might really like this. This has added some super length to my lashes, even though I do have long lashes to begin with, and they've kept every single lash separate, no clumping or anything in this. It's quite a thin formula with quite a thin brush, so completely the opposite to the Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara, but I really like it, so that's one to try if you haven't tried that one already. Let's move into bronzers. This is the product that I am super excited to try. I'm not sure if I've got a shade that's a little bit too light for me. What have I gone for? I've gone for light bronzer. So this has been likened very much to the Hoola Light Bronzer from Benefit. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see. I think the Hoola Light is a little bit too light for me, so this might take a bit of building, but we shall see. Okay. I like that. That's nice. It's definitely not cool toned. This has got quite an orangey undertone, so I'm not going to build it up too much. But, oh, it smells of vanilla. No! Okay. We'll roll with it anyway. I hate the smell of vanilla. If you are new to my channel, I really hate the smell of vanilla. If you are not new to my channel, I go on about this all the time. I'm sorry, you're probably bored of hearing me, but that just ruins it for me. The quality of this product is fantastic. It is blending like an absolute dream, but I am pleased that I have already done my If I Can Only Keep One bronzer, because this would have not made the top spot only because of the smell. Ugh, the smell. If you like the smell of vanilla, you are going to love this product, because there is nothing wrong with it at all, apart from the smell. At least it doesn't smell of coffee, but I think I'd rather have it smell of coffee. That's a really pleasant product to use. This is very beginner friendly. If you are not good with bronzers, if they go a little bit patchy on your skin, if you just find it difficult to blend out, go and pick yourselves up a Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in whatever shade you fancy. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Unless you hate the smell of vanilla. Ugh. I'm going to be smelling this all day now. Very similar finish to the Fenty Beauty bronzers, but not the consistency. The consistency of this is a little bit more powdery, but buttery at the same time. I'm not quite sure if that makes sense, but it's not as hard a consistency as the Fenty bronzer. I just keep wanting to go in and put more product on, but I know I'm going to completely ruin the look if I do that. Let's move on to the Butter Blush and see whether it's just as beautiful. This one also comes with a little mirror underneath. Does the Butter Bronzer come with a mirror? Yes, the Butter Bronzer comes with a mirror as well. I have no idea how they can afford to do that. The price of these products and the actual quality of these products, I would be happy with just bog standard packaging without a mirror in there, but the mirror is a bonus. Okay, now, like I said, this is in the shade Rosy Pink, which is a little bit too bubblegummy pink for me, but let's just see how it applies. Oh, actually, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. It's a very cool pink colour and it blends out really nicely. Maybe a little pale for me. I prefer more of a peachy bronzer, but this I can cope with. This will look beautiful on my mum, don't you think? I think so. I think this will look absolutely stunning on my mum. And when I've applied it over my pore area, because I used the Spotlight primer and I've put that everywhere, including over my large pores, silly girl, schoolgirl error, it's emphasised my pores around this area a little bit. When I put this product over the top, it's disguising the look of those large pores. So it's just toning them down a little bit, which is fantastic. Oh yes. Let's move on to lipstick. Now I'm not going to keep this lipstick on because it's orange and it just wouldn't go with the look, but let's try it out because I bought it for a reason. A lot of you said that these were absolutely beautiful. This is the Butter Lip Cream and this one is in the shade, where is it? I have no idea what shade this comes in. Guava Mama, I think. Guava Mama. So let's just see what this is like. This has got like a berry taste to it. And it is very much like a balm. It's really moisturizing, which is my thing. I really like that. It's not as orangey as it seems in the tube either, which I really like. I really like that. I could go out like that now. I am going to take this off though because I am going to try the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish that I've got. So I've got a feeling I'll be wearing this in lots of future videos and definitely out and about. It feels so nice. Quite a nice taste. Very much like the L'Oreal Lip Shines. I do like that. Is it L'Oreal Lip Shine? Yes. The L'Oreal Lip Shines taste very, very similar, like a berry flavour. Let me just take this off and I will get some of the other on. Oh, I really didn't want to take that off because it just feels so hydrating and nourishing. Absolutely beautiful. So I am going to be trying out the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish, and this is in the shade Dose of Rose. Got a feeling this is going to be more of my mum's shade than mine. Definitely. I really like that. The applicator isn't the best I've ever used in a liquid lip. Let me just show you what that looks like. It's nice enough, but because of the fluffiness on the end, you can't get as precise a line as I would usually like with a liquid lip. But I always say that any liquid lip that you can't put on with just one coat and it look absolutely perfect is a rubbish liquid lip. This is not a rubbish liquid lip. This is just one coat. It's not gone patchy at all. It's absolutely beautiful. Really like the shade. Maybe isn't my mum's shade, but I do think she'd look beautiful in it. I really like that. I like the fact that it's drying down into more of a velvety finish, and I've got a feeling this is going to last all day. So I think that's all I've got to test, other than we are going to just put a little bit of the Spotlight on the tops of my cheekbones. Now I do have powder on now. Shouldn't have put powder on before I'm trying this out, but I did say we'd try it on the top of foundation as well as underneath, and then I forgot. So just gonna add a little bit to my fingertip and just place that on the tops of my cheekbones. That is not bad. I don't mind it. I'm not mad at it. And applying more of a liquid cream product on top means that it's not going to move around throughout the day. So yeah, I like that. A little bit harder to blend than a powder product, but again, I have put powder on already underneath this, so it is going to grab to the powder. So again, not the best order to be applying products, but I forgot. Again, you will have to excuse me for my dim brain at the moment. I do quite like that. This may be usable again. I think that's really, really pretty. I'm in love with most of these products, to be quite honest. I'm definitely going to try all these out on my mum. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe, and make sure you click on that notification bell so it notifies you every time I upload a video. I upload Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. London time. Also, I am on Instagram if you want to follow me on there to get an insight into what is coming up in future videos. It's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.